Thanksgiving. NXT. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Shout out to the Performance Center, HBK, the game. Everybody attached. Looking at the small changes they was making .com. Not bad. The featured superstars. I was gonna run down the list and try to call out everybody. But looking at who they have featured this week, I think goes into things a little bit easier. I'm gonna give it another week or two. The names I'm looking at were obvious names that were supposed to be on the show, but I'm not gonna place any of the favoritisms out there. I'm just gonna say that this was is a good time to begin showing the potential tier list, of the top slots at the Performance Center right now, post the combine. Well, that little segment. So that was cool. Good to see everybody up there. Now, what are we looking at, man? All right, it's November 26th. Ethan Page beat Axiom. All right, hold up. Nate Frazier and Axiom, well on their way. The next steps as far as how this little brotherly, I don't even call it a rivalry, but this little quarrel between the two has been very peaceful for some weeks. I'm really appreciative of that, but just small changes, like here's this thing, here's that thing. We're looking at a babyface team that looks like a heel, so what are we doing? Like how and HBK responds with inadvertent heel turn that technically was scripted to be the heel turn. We'll get into it. Ethan Page crushing it. Axiom crushing it. As soon as he was able to bring out that I've been doing this for closer to 20 years, I feel like everyone's respect for him slightly changed. I already kind of liked him, but it's funny because I'm watching the match. I wanted Axiom to win, but the only reason I wanted Axiom to win, next to kind of having like a, the obvious soft spot for my man Axiom, Ethan Page is being a really good heel. Let's take time on that, and not go crazy. Let's not turn up anything else. Like, Ethan is good where he's at, and I think we can really let things coast. But I don't want to say coast and rest on the laurels. I'm saying, like, look, he's where he's at right now. So the next thing we would need for a character at that level is a good story to follow it. So I know that backstage will be able to bring the best out of him when it comes to that. So we'll get to that when we get there. Nate Frazier and Axiom, they're crushing it. I'm not gonna say they can't do anything wrong because clearly they can, but they're still learning. But no, they have. It's a different type of chemistry that I'm enjoying. Not the tension part, but it's really good. They're still tag champs amidst all of this stuff going on, and I think it would have been too much to have Axiom and Nate in the Iron Survivor match. So nah, but good match all in all. Now Lola Vice, Ren Sinclair, good. Lola got the win. Good. I told you it's a tier list to the women's division right now, and Lola's right up there. Ren is right in that middle slot. And I don't really speak to like the lows because I said everyone's doing really, really, really good. But I mean, look, I was happy to see everybody that was backstage. That was just like what was it, Carly Brighton them? Like I said, I haven't seen Up It Up in some weeks now, so it's definitely good to see the ups and comers, still definitely at the Performance Center and doing the best they can. And that's just like two people, So, pulling for them. Let's see what else we get going. Lola going and calling out the underground match. All right. Well, Jada definitely up there, top tier, and I'm, I don't know. They were able to make the match look good last time. Is Lola undefeated in underground? Like this is a good little story to have, but then have it on the women's side of it. Let's go. Um, NXT North American Champion Tony D beat Sean Spears. I forget who Sean Spears and his man is reminding me of right now. It's definitely it's good for both of them. I'll say that. I'll say that. But I'm not going crazy over it. But it's not my demographic, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I like what they're doing. Tony D picking up the victory, necessary spot. To finish. Okay, let's get into a little bit more. Somebody else came out. Now they running with Spears and Jensen. Cool. Random tag team pull apart brawl. Axiom was pulled out of that. I'm not gonna get into that part, but I definitely seen it. So shouts to Shizzle for being silly at that level. Very surface level, but you ain't see him again. I peeped that, but yeah. Now we've got the 3v3 incoming. So good, good. Get the family popping. They was a little busy with all of that brawling, so it makes sense. But now when everybody get back together, we're gonna see some sparks flying. I'm happy to see it. Tony D needs. I was just saying it during the episode. He needs another one of those like uh really cool segments where he's doing like the mob boss thing. So we need that. Keep it going. The fans they're there, but it's still like North American champion for a reason. Let's move on. Julia Kalani Jordan, Iron Survivor qualifier match. All right, well, Kalani's on a different path right now. Can't necessarily say exactly what it is, but it's definitely different. And I'm liking the look. More confident. She's the standout. It's making sense. And this goes back to level up for me. I remember when she came out, and now she's legitimately grown to this point. So not mad she lost. Not even mad she's not in the match. Let's get to the next thing for Kalani Jordan so far as like how she is out there making the product look better. Like she's a strong body in the performance center. Like NXT is how could I say it? The women's division is bolstered. Kalani's another one of those top tier superstars. Julia right up there also. We're gonna see how it plays out. What else we got? Fallon Henley, Tatum Paxley. Excuse me. Tatum crushed it. Shouts to Tatum. No questions asked. She went out there and she showed also. Like she's been a sleeper, but everyone was thinking what she couldn't go. I'm shocked that nobody has seen this, but I'm also very happy that everyone's gotten to see it. And it's like, oh shoot, she can go. I think I said it last week. Tatum is right up there with Chelsea, and I said it. Now just look, the whole crowd is behind Chelsea. No matter what she doing, the crowd loves it. What else? Look at Tatum. I've been saying Tatum. Tatum knows how far we go back. I think we go back. I don't even know if it's before or after the pandemic, but it feels like we was doing this well before that. I want to look up. I want to find more. Begin, but I don't think that's a. I don't think that's smart. I'm just gonna continue to let this play as it plays because I'm really, really enjoying seeing the women's division come together now. And all of the backstage crazy segments next to the fighting and the love. And oh my God, did anybody see Nikita Lyons just randomly begin to take control of whatever space she's in the women's division? Like, look, I'm about to start going through names now, but I'm more excited for the Iron Survivor Challenge when we get there. So we'll get there. But now Nikita Lyons is all amidst the whatever drama Carmen and Adonis got happening, and what? Like Adonis looking like he. When you playing in that game, like I said, I don't envy that man. I used to when I was in high school or whatever situation he was in. But now, if you don't know how to properly navigate uh, the emotions, you shouldn't be playing that game to begin with. Like, I mean, it's acting. He's Oh God, we know what type of part of the demographic he's being uh, pitched at, and I'm not mad at it. I don't. I'm indifferent, but I just don't like to see things like that. Oh, and like, man, look, if we gonna just lean into this with the suspension of disbelief, he really looks like he likes Carmen, but then he can't let go of his old life just yet. So I'm guessing that he's gonna have to figure this out with Carmen, especially when she's mad. Nikia, man, yo, look, I'm fascinated. I'll say that. So there's um there's all of that on NXT. Gigi Dolin came out. Definitely a big return. The song could have not been the same. Too depressing, but then it fits the Tatum character. Look, I love it. I'm happy she's back. I want to say I was thinking about Gigi during the week, but I want to say it was last week also. Um, what are we doing? It's super early, so I'm not rushing any ideas. But what are we doing? Good to have Gigi back. She's awesome. What are we doing with this theme song? Her and Tatum can be potentially perfect, but let's not do this happy-go-lucky white meat baby face shit. No, no, no. Good answer though. So far as not really a seeming baby face look, being a baby face. Like they they're dark. Fatal Influence is not dark. So we see the dynamic here, and it works. You have hot girls versus goth girls, black roses and versus red bottoms. I don't know. I'm just looking at good stuff. And most importantly, I saved this one for last. I don't even really want to speak to it too much because just how um, delicate the situation is. You can tell by everyone's reaction to it, and I find myself in a very, very unique hypothetical as to what I would do to move this thing forward. So we're looking at Eddie Thorpe being annoying for the past couple of weeks, and I don't know, but hearing Abe, shouts to Abe, of course, hearing Abe go through having to constantly repeat this cat. I'm like literally like he's not hearing something, so she's that agitated to have to continually say something. Nick, look, it reminds me of SmackDown 2 or early SmackDown days when they would be backstage doing their segments and vignettes with the music playing in the background. Whatever segment it would be, and The Rock is there doing the Rock things and talking the Rock ways. And whoever would come out and say things, and they would say, "Well, you listen here, The Rock," when it'd be all highlighted and all the rest of it. And that's how she sounded. Of course, she's not saying his last name, but constantly needing to say this man's name for the past couple of weeks has only began and continued to annoy me because it's like, oh my god, does this guy not get it? Is he being like too, like you're just too overbearing? Oh, this isn't fair. Well, whatever the fuck he crying about? Can we not piss off Ava? Can we not do that? That's how I was feeling. Just as far as like legit immersion in the product, suspension of disbelief. Um, he's been very aggravating for the past couple of weeks. Now, of course, she has busy job things she's doing. She seems a little bit more character based now. She seems like she has a little bit more traction to run with. I'll say it like that. And everyone already has she has the groundswell, but she was obviously a little nervous before, very G golly. Now the situation has definitely made things like I think this would be like that cherry on top of NXT being like its third brand with its own vibe. Trick talked about it, of course, just because it's how it's scripted to get out there, but it's for real and it means something. So this cat thought being annoying and agging and we don't promote this, it's not okay. We don't agree with it. The young man made a mistake. He grabbing on the wrist, and now it's all whatever, and then all of the chaos and all of that, and then inadvertent, somebody hits the door, bumps in the air. It wasn't dope, but I'm saying it all set off from that sitch or whatever, but the chain reaction, the sequence of events, it could have been easily avoided. I'll say that. It's been a minute since we seen Ava take a bump. So I was, as everyone else was, clearly with the exclamation point on top of their head. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Is she okay? Is she good? And, um, you can't really tell, uh, you can't really tell sometimes if it's a work or not. I say it like that. But then there are other times where the clear staging is right in plain sight, not even hiding. And I had to pull myself back to reality because HBK did such a great job in acting angry about that and, just being a serious element in the show and the production. So I really liked that because we don't get to see um, tension at the top like that. And I'm not saying I want to see anything like that constantly. I'm saying it was a really good way to move everybody up just a little bit because the tag division in Ever and Chaos, they already been doing this for a couple of weeks. Good. This is character development. They'll get there. We'll be able to make cubes out of that batter a bit. Um, Consistent enough. Say that. HBK, he's been a real dad before. Real chaperone. But it's okay because now, after this situation, he's reminded everybody that he's still, HB Shizzle, and then he has this role that he is in now, and he's doing a good job at filling. So there's that. I hope someone's okay. And Drake coming out and knowing that she gonna be okay and reminding everybody that she gonna be okay. And we all know that because we clearly all know what part of what bloodline she belongs to. Yeah. All right then. That's NXT. So I'm not mad. I think it went really, really well. Shouts to who all right, at this point we're gonna need the full metaphor to get back. I'm gonna need my man Oro. I'm gonna need my man Noam to come back. Get off this injury list. It's getting annoying now. Get LaShawn and Jakara they squad back, and then we can get back out there and really. I'm actually very interested to see what type of thematics and crazy shit they can do together, especially with so much of the energy hodgepodge. Like right now, I'm only looking at a tier list for the women's division and not really the guys, but I think we can look at NXT in general as a tier division. Well, with tier divisions with both genders attached once metaphor is back at full strength. So whatever, I'm out of here, man. It's early. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays if you're into that. I'll let y'all next time.